Evening, everyone. Back in the commentary today after yesterday. That vintage do it yesterday, and yeah, there's no pisshead with us today either. So just have to settle for me, unfortunately. But yeah, even to everyone, even to Ethan again, saying, "Can I join?" Yeah, join the Discord, mate, and then you get yourself a trial arranged, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. And you might be able to race, even to Nunda as well, who's in the comments. Yeah, they've got 2 minutes to get in, and we've still only got 14 at the moment, but yeah, so hopefully they can get themselves in quickly. I think waiting for V Robbie, waiting for Lynx, waiting for Arda, waiting for Black Box, waiting for. So I'm not sure who's reserving for. I think it might be Shadows, and then someone else in the house. I think it's Epic the Animal as well. So there we go. Lynx is now in. So 5 left to go, and then we'll get going. Yeah, last night, of course, was a brilliant race, wasn't it? In the chat in the Premier League, a few DNFs, weren't there? A few individual crashes. Dylan bottling it towards the end as well. Sorry for bringing it up already, but yeah, Dylan again. He is having another pop at it tonight, isn't he? So we're looking to make amends for that. Even to Theo as well. Yeah, Theo is ready on standby. We've got 1 minute, haven't we? And people, still got 5 that aren't in, so they need to hurry up. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. Yeah, Ethan's saying, how do I join? I think Nunda's just put the Discord link above, so you need to click on the Discord, join the Discord server, and then yeah, you'll be put into the trials, and you can arrange a trial with our trials admin. And yeah, Cryptic's done it as well, and tagged you in it as well. There, Ethan, so you can see it. How is everyone saying? Theo, or how's you lot, as he says. Yeah, well, I think Theo's very happy, isn't he? After his first podium last night, after I don't know how many races. Let's have a quick look through the statistics. That was Theo's race number 49 last night. It's 49th race, and he gets his first podium. So yeah, it's incredible. Such hard work he's put in over the last year or so on the game to improve every week, and that's what it's managed to do for him. So we're waiting on both Haas drivers. Oh shit, yeah, I am in game chat. Black Box has just messaged. So I'm not in a party. I'll quickly set up a party with myself. There we go. It should be all good now. Yeah, so I think we're waiting on the 2 Haas drivers, aren't we? So it's Arda's now in. Who is racing for Haas? I think it's Epic the Animal. Is one of them. Give them a minute more. So Epic the Animal and Andangs, you haven't joined yet. And then also there's... Oh, I can't see. I want the Ferrari, and I think that's meant to be Shadows who's reserving. Quickly tagged them all. Yeah, they are now late. So Theo, get yourself ready. Looks like Theo could be having a Haas seat. As it stands, don't have a teammate saying that. Yeah, Shadows is meant to be reserving for Ferrari. Oh, yeah, I've tagged them all again in general, so they're not in. We'll give them until 28, give them a bit of an extension. But Theo and Keza, I think, are ready. I know Theo definitely is. He keeps going on saying he wants to race. I'm sure Theo does after the confidence he's got from that podium yesterday. Yeah, not hearing anything from these. That'll be 3 points off their stands if they don't turn up. Being lenient enough as it is. Oh, there you go. Andanger's in late, so he's lucky. Lucky we've hung about an extra minute. Keza's typing as well, so I think Keza is all ready, just in case. Yeah, Keza is on the game just in case. KD saying he's ready to reserve if need be as well, so we'll definitely get a full grid. Don't worry about that. Again, it's a shame it is with a few reserves. There's going to be a few drivers kicked out their seats at this rate. Epic the Animal is now in the Haas. And yeah, Shadow's meant to be reserving, so we'll go till past. And if at 7:30 he does not turn up, then well, we'll get Theo in. So Jake asking who's missing. It's Shadows at the moment, who's who's not turned up. Black Box on top saying Will Kingsbury. Yeah, one of Black Box many fans. and he is on top. We'll go through the standings once we get underway in Q1 as well, so we can see how far ahead he is and see what the gap is to Lynx after last week, after that fantastic race between the two of them. Obviously Sly Guy took the win, didn't he? But those two were the battle behind. Yeah, I think Theo might be racing at this rate because Shadder still hasn't joined. And yeah, he's not turned up, so there we go. We'll get Theo in. I don't know what car. So yeah, Theo's going to be in a Ferrari. Was he in? Were you in that Ferrari last year, Theo? I can't remember. I can't remember what car he was. Didn't do too well in it, obviously, but yeah, I can't remember. But there we go. Theo has the invite. It won't be in the Haas because both turned up late, but. And Black Box in the comments saying, yeah, come on, the Black Box fan base. So everyone remember the DT Bevs fan base we used to have on the YouTube last season? God, that was crazy, wasn't it? He must have had about 10 people sat there watching him race. But yeah, Theo's in and he's readied up. So yeah, everyone else is ready up and get this thing going. Oh yeah, Theo's in Racing Point. That was it. His teammates were cryptic, weren't he? Don't know why I thought Ferrari. Are you in Ferrari and ALR, Theo? Because this rings a bell, you being in a Ferrari. But Death Dragon saying, you can do it, mate. I'll block the others, saying Death Dragon. Well, Death Dragon I'm sure will be doing more than blocking other people. His pace has really improved since the start of the season, which was 2.5 months ago now. It's incredible how quick it's gone. Halfway mark for this league, obviously. This season, yeah, he is Ferrari and ALR. There we go. That's what I thought. He was in Ferrari at some point. Anyway, quickly look into the standings then, whilst we're waiting for everyone to ready up. They always do this. They're always messing about. They just sit here in the lobby. They never want to ready up, do they? No one readying up. We'd probably be sat here till 9 o'clock. So hold your horses. Theo saying, "Can I set a lap?" Yeah, of course you can. If you're the reserves tonight, I tell you what, we'll go for the grid first, whilst we wait, and then do the standings. Sam Swift and V Robbie in the Mercedes. Doing incredibly well so far, aren't they? Sam Swift is in 6th in the stands. V Robbie's been so quick, but only 13th in the stands, unfortunately for him. Red Bull, Young Tommy's in, replacing Troy A tonight. Chalker's there too. Chalker's picking up of late, isn't he? Up to 12th in the stands now, 20 points on the board. German Lynx, that McLaren Dream Team, going really well. Top in the standings. Lynx in 2nd. German down 9th. He got 28 points. 25 of them came from one race. Black Box and Death Dragon. Death Dragon only 3 points on the board, but he is getting better. Black Box has a 24-point advantage at the top of the standings. Alpine, Siege and Soft have made every single race, but has sort of fallen down a little bit for them in the last few weeks. The consistency at the beginning of the season, the top results for Soft have really started to slow down a bit. Nunda in the Ferraris down in 15th, only 7 points this season, so he really has struggled. And Theo reserve in AlphaTauri, got Arda. And Arda's up in 5th. He's doing really well. He's missed a few races too, so he's been incredibly quick. Menace Max reserving as always. Alfa Romeo, Silly Sly Guy and Sully. Sully's in 8th, 29 points again. Missed a few races. Sly Guy's in 3rd. Looking to put pressure on Lynx and Black Box. In the Haas, we've got Andenge and Epic the Animal. Epic the Animal has only got 22 points, but his pace is much more than that. Again, had an incident last week. And yeah, Andenge yet to score a point in the relegation zone. Jake the Sloan didn't. That is the championship team for Williams. The Premier League team for Williams. Yeah, both reserving tonight. Both those seats are empty as well. So if anyone wants a full-time seat, there is 2 going there. In fact, there could be more than 2 going actually, because drivers dropping out like hot flies at the moment. They can't cope with a couple of people. They just do really well one race, and next week it doesn't go so well, and that's it. They decide they've had enough. But it just shows that this league is too much for some people. They can't cope, so they have to back out. But anyway, yeah, we are all getting ready up now, and we should be on our way in a minute. Yeah, been through some of the stands. We went through the drivers. Yeah, Black Box leads by 24 points to Lynx. Lynx has got 37 points clear of Sly Guy, who is in 3rd. He's only 5 ahead of Sloth, so it's pace against consistency, really, even though Sloth's lost out the last few weeks. And there's a gap of 30 points down to Wilder in 5th. Sam's 6th. Then comes Sully, German, Epic the Animal, and Siege making up the top half. And then, yeah, quite a few empty spaces, quite a few blanks on the grid. We could have as many as 4 full-time seats going. So what could happen at the halfway mark? We might give second full-time seats rather than getting in reserves who haven't had much experience racing at the top level. The offer could be there possibly for Tommy, Dylan, Max, or people like that who reserve every week to actually get a full-time seat alongside their other league as well. So that could be something that we do for next week. So keep your eyes on that, because some of these reserves might have a second seat. That's something we'll discuss in the week. Anyway, qualifying underway then, and it was a bit wet in qualifying yesterday, wasn't it? What's it like today? It's cloudy, not raining yet. Well, I say yet, it might not rain at all, we don't know, but it is cloudy. And again, it is Britain, isn't it? So you never know what to expect. I'll tell you about things to expect. I expect Menace Max will retire in the pits once they get in their car. I think we've got about 40-second glitch again, so they won't even be loading into the game yet. But yeah, again, looking like a really strong field tonight, isn't it? And I've heard that Lynx really loves this track, so he could be the favourite tonight. That could be the difference between them tonight. And there's already a car out in the pit lane, and not quite sure it's a Haas, so I think it might be Epic the Animal. It is. Yeah, looking to get out early on. I'm in the Lynx and Sloth Club. Sloth got to do us Alpines proud, saying Keza, yeah. Yeah, Alpine. Obviously the team Keza races for in the championship. Yeah, Keza's done incredibly well on Thursday, especially after that disconnection to come back for P2 as well in that battle with Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy had one of very good reserves on the Saturday, but unfortunately couldn't tonight. So yeah, a few cars are going out early, but no, there's not like a rush coming out of the pits. Remember, at one point yesterday, everyone came out. It was beginning of Q1, wasn't it? All 20 cars were on the track at one point after just a couple of minutes, because it was going to then start raining. Yeah, this is a brilliant. I can't stand this track. I can't stand racing at it, but for commentating, it's definitely one of the best, because it's wide, it's quick, the corners are fast as well, non-stop racing as well. I actually know a few of the corner names, whereas most tracks I'm just sat there going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, it's a good one to commentate on this. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the race, but qualifying obviously coming up first. Epic the Animal is going to be the first driver to start a lap. Yeah, we'll take you through Epic the Animal's lap as well. Go on board with it. Dry race as well, saying Theo. So there we go, dry race. Not sure about the rest of the quali though. Epic the Animal comes into the straight to start his lap. Into turn 1 then. So easy to lose it through there. Clipping both those apexes, does it nicely. Braking zone then. Clipping that right hand apex, avoiding that red sausage curve. Red sausage curves everywhere around here. Just don't need to go that wide as he comes out, and that opens up nicely onto the Wellington straight. Almost 4 wheels over, pushing it to the limits here. DRS is open. Oh, I love this little turn here. He's a bit wide, but that won't make too much of a difference. I'd go in a bit more narrower there and hit the inside, but it's not a problem. As he came out of Luffield, now he's onto the old straight. Yellow flag just for car preparing for a lap. Other cars are on laps behind now, then through Cops. Yeah, makes that look easy, and I tell you that is not easy at all, Cops. See a lot of cars running wide through there, all spinning in fact now through Maggots. And then through Beckett's as well. Need to get a nice exit here. Might touch that grass. He doesn't touch the grass. You don't lose too much time if you do. You can afford to do that. DRS now open. Second DRS zone as he finishes sector 2. And sector 3 then he's now into as he comes out of Stowe. Saw an instant here yesterday, didn't we, between Irish and Treestay. Ended Irish's race. Really carefully got to watch for cars going side by side a little bit. Lost the rear end a little bit there. Epic the Animal did as he came out the final corner. He now crossed the line. So 1:26.6 for Epic the Animal. Just a couple of tenths to pole time for yesterday, I think. Actually, no, the day before, sorry. I think that was Keza and Immortal at the top, wasn't it, on Thursday? But good time there from Epic the Animal. You think it'd get him through. Menace Max has retired as we expected. I think Sloth's next, and he is 6 tenths off Epic the Animal. And then just on out lap. That's Sully who's on a lap now. And he's just saving up this time round, so he might have made a mistake and aborted. But German's on a lap. No, he's not. He's invalidated as well. Go on board with Ferrari and Nunda. Again, he's made a mistake somewhere or just saving up his ERS. He's got to watch out for that. Chalkers, who's behind him. And Chalker's invalidated too, so they're struggling with track limits so far, aren't they? Where's that Mercedes? It's V Robbie just on out lap. We've got a long way back to that Alpha Tauri, and I think that's Arda. Yeah, only one Alpha Tauri because Max has retired as we expected. And yeah, he's just on an out lap as well. Next is a Williams. Is that Dylan? We find out someone on a lap? Yes, we have. Dylan is on a lap then. I think one behind Dylan is Epic the Animal. Yeah, it is. We've gone through the whole track. Oh, and Dylan's invalidated then. In Maggots. Just gone 4 wheels over, and it's easy to get penalties around here, isn't it? It could really play into it, especially as a late safety car towards the end. Even into Funky Hates Twitch. And Keza saying Keza was on standby, yeah. Had one more person not turned up, that'd have been Keza in. Yeah, well, I did say Jake wasn't going to race originally, but because he has to host a lobby, because we've seen it before with this game, obviously. So what it does, if you're hosting and you get kicked, you can't come back, so get someone else in the hosted lobby, but yeah, it might get a bit tedious, just sat there for 2 hours, not even commentating, so only fair we let him race, just that everyone has to have eyes in the back of their head with Jake the Slayer around him, unfortunately. But Andenge looking to get his first points today, isn't he? He's missed last week, but he's back today in that Haas. He crossed the line, 1:27.4, a couple of tenths off Sloth. Not a bad lap. Will it be enough to get him through? I'm not too sure though. German's going again. Coming at Stowe, nice there. And Sully did another lap. He went up to P2, 1:27.2, but still a good 6 tenths off Epic the Animal. I think Sully's definitely got some more time than that. A little bit wobbly there from German. He crosses the line, he's up to second, 1:27.1. So yeah, Epic the Animal, that level on his own at the moment. We've got Ferrari next, is that Nunda going again? No, he's not, it's Theo actually, just coming across the line to start a lap. We've got Red Bull next as well, is that Tommy? No, it's not, it's Chalkers. Chalkers about to cross the line, he's up to P2, still not breaking into the 1:26s though. Mercedes next, I think that's Sam just on out lap. Or is it V Robbie? Where's V Robbie? It is V Robbie, crosses the line, and it's 4 thousandths quicker than Chalkers, but still not in the 1:26s. Sly Guy's on an out lap. Yeah, let's go through Sly Guy's lap. We've got to watch this, haven't we? Because he is, when he's on his game, he's a pace setter, isn't he? I think other people look about and see when Sly Guy's on his absolute A-star game, he's very, very difficult to beat. We've just seen Arda go up to P6, 1,000th quicker than Sloth. It's getting really close to that battle down there. Dylan's up to 9th with 1:27.5. Sly Guy then on the Wellington straights, back come out sector 1. Come on you Merc, saying Fun Guy. 27.3 is his first sector time for Sly Guy. We're just seeing, who's that? We're seeing Death Dragon do a 1:27.9. I don't think that's going to be enough for him. He needs to improve on that. They have plenty of time to. This is the difference with Sly Guy though. Every corner, he's millimetres from the wall, or millimetres from going 4 wheels wide. It's just the limits that he's got absolutely perfect, and it must come through practice. Sloth's improved by the way, and going to 1:26. It's just about up to P2. It's good up there from Sloth. We can't take the cameras off this guy though, this silly Sly Guy. And there we go, yeah, he dips a tyre there, dips of left tyres. 1:02.8 for sector 2, it's a great time. Dips those tyres on that grass coming out of Beckett's, and yeah, that is absolutely fine, that is normal. Probably gains a bit of time from doing that. You're completely allowed to do that. It's within the track limit still because the right tyres are still on the track. And this lap, well, it's been pretty faultless from what I've seen. Always hit the orange sausage curve a little bit until then. He crosses the line and he does a 1:26.4, and that's absolutely incredible. Probably lost half a tenth or so as he hit that little orange sausage curve, tiny little wobble. But that'll be in through, I think it's safe to say. Let's have a look who else is going in. Chalker's just on a slow lap. We've got an Alpine. I think that's Siege. Yeah, Siege has struggled in recent weeks, hasn't he? Evening to Lucy as well. He's on a mighty lap for Q1, saying Keza. I'm talking to Keza. This is his Alpine team, and Siege is up to P12. So yeah, he's going to need to find more time in that. Sam Swift's on a lap as well. He's back across the line up into 7th. Epic the Animals retired in the pits. Yeah, he's safely through that time. Who's that going off? Is that William just getting out of the way? It is. Yeah, Dylan's getting out of the way. Look how busy the track is. There's only 5 cars in the pits. He's really busy at this stage of the race. Link's back across the line to start his lap, I think that was. Yeah, it was. So Link's now on a lap 2. Hades. Oh, that's not very nice. Can't repeat that. How nasty. All those marks on the track already. Loving the look of them. Theo's got to P11 as well. Tommy's just gone up to P12 just behind him. Nice. Yeah, Theo really liking this track, isn't he? He's in the pits now. Dylan again, learning a different way around the track. Is that Chalkers going for another lap? It is. He's up on his time as well, and he must have. Well, it says he gained 2.5 temps there, but his time's not gone up yet. Unless that's just a little delay glitch, and his time will go shooting up in a second. But it said he improved by a couple of temps there. Sully is in P6. Yeah, we're going to say about tyre wear is not a problem around here. It's soft medium or medium soft, pretty easy. I should think we'll see a lot go to the softs in Q2. See, yesterday it was raining, so it was free tyre choice for everyone. Q2, everyone was on the inters. Sam Swift in 8th, but he's not improving. No, young Tommy down on his time too. London needs to find a lot of time. He's not had a proper run yet. Neither's Lynx and neither's Black Box. The two towards the top, two at the top in the standings. But yeah, Lynx is now coming through sector 3, so we'll keep our eyes on him. Yellow flags everywhere. Yeah, I wish that wouldn't pop up so we could just see the time. It's constant yellow flags. The car's going slowly, preparing on the laps. Lynx takes a lot more of that curb. Unfortunately, it sends him a little bit wide into the orange sausage curb. I can't see us competing with Sly Guy, but it's 4.5 tenths off, and it'll be him safely through for Lynx there. Black Box on his lap now in sector 1. About to turn onto the Wellington straight. A little bit of a wide line there. Yeah, Black Box usually saves his best pace for Q2 and Q3, doesn't he? We don't normally see the ultimate Black Box times in Q1, so if he's a couple of tenths off, don't be fooled by it. He's got it in the bag. He always has. Jake Destay's also on a lap further in front. We'll keep our eyes on Black Box. Here at the moment is Death Dragon, Dylan, all those cars in the 127 4s that aren't looking too strong at the moment. We've just seen, who was that? We've just seen Nunda's got to P5. Wow, it's an incredible time from Nunda. He's looking good now. Yeah, it's difficult to say where the cut-off is really. I'd say between 11th and 12th. But is Arda safe there? Is Sam safe there? I'm not too sure. They'll be the dodgy ones, but yeah, and engine P12 and below definitely need to improve. Black Box, I think, is a few tenths off Sly Guy in that sector 2, doing a 103.1 coming through there. Oh, he invalidated Chalkers did. Oh, I weren't looking. Silly me. Here goes Black Box. Yeah, he's not pushing it too much on those curbs, is he? He's not pushed it at all those last little sector. This won't be his quickest time. 126.9, he's in P5 and exact same time as Sloth. Wow, exact same time. I love to see that. He was not pushing it in those last couple of corners, you could see. Nowhere near the curbs. He's got a lot more time in the bag than that Black Box. He's only half a second off Sly Guy. So not too bad. German in 10th then, going for another run. 10th and a half up. Oh, he's invalidated. Yeah, I was going to say, very nearly lost it there, didn't he? Could have been a lot worse, but German in 10th feels he needs to improve again. He's playing a risky game, cutting across the tracks. He can easily lose it any minute. Yeah, German I think is just about safe. Sam again going for another run, so he doesn't think he's 100% safe yet. Yeah, Andeng did improve, didn't he? He must have improved his time by a tenth and a bit. He's still in the same position, but his time is now really close to Sam and Arda. So he's kind of pulled himself clear of that little scrap, which is mainly between reserves. Jake, Dylan, Tommy and Theo are there. Tommy's coming out the pits now. Jake Desau is on his lap. So yeah, he's a 103.8. He's only he must have made a mistake in sector 3 on his first run. But yeah, he's going to be quite a bit off the pace for this. I can't see it being enough to gain him any places. He might be able to get ahead of Death Dragon, but I think that'll be it for him. Can't see anyone else on the lap. Behind Death Dragon's just on out that Black Box. He's coming in the pits as well. Got Haas going slow. Yeah, it's all on Jake, and he's only up to P18. As we thought, yeah, only ahead of Death Dragon. Needs to find a good few attempts to get into that mix with Theo, Siege, Tommy, and Andanger around there to try and compete to get through. Sly Guy last Q1, yeah, I know. He could get into the 125s come Q3. Definitely. It will be hard, but it's definitely doable. V Robbie in 7th then, on another time. Yeah, he's not really shown his full potential yet, has he? He's up to P6. Yeah, this season he's struggled. He's got some points on the board. I think it's 13th, we said in the standings, but he should be through with that. He's in the 126s. And again, each race a new race for him. He's been consistent in turning up at least, which is more than some. But yeah, Sully going out again, doing a practice race run. You could do half the race on soft tyres around here, so yeah, it's not an issue with improving on these tyres. They're still relatively fresh, not their freshest of course, but Tommy's now starting his lap. Jake Desau, has he gone again? I think he must have done. Yeah, he's slightly up on his time as well, just under a tenth. He needs to find a couple of tenths in sector 3. He's a challenge to get through. Death Dragon he's backed off his time. He's just saving up for another run. 4 minutes left in the session. What's the race weather? It's all dry, according to Theo. He's our weatherman. And well, this is race number 50 in WNR/PBE for Theo. So congratulations to Theo. His first podium last week. and then makes a landmark like this. That'll be 50 to Theo. Check this slowly, come in the pits. Death Dragon now going to be starting his lap. Need to keep our eyes on the battles towards the back. Sam went up to P3 by the way on his 4th lap on no soft tyres. Again, just showing that tyre wear is not a huge issue around here. Yeah, Death Dragon, he needs to find half a second just to be within the mix, doesn't he? So he's struggled early on in qualifying so far. Chalk was in 9th, Sully in 10th, both out on the track as well. They're at the top of that battle. I think they'll be okay. Gerlin and Arda have both come out, so they don't feel they're 100% safe yet. And they're only a couple of temps off, aren't they? The drop zone. And Engine the pits, he'll definitely have to come out at some point. Seen no crash yet, have we? No one's spun or anything, which is a surprise because they're all pushing it to the limit. Especially the ones towards the back, trying to get through. Well, I say they're all pushing it to the limit. I don't think a few of them towards the top have been pushing it to the limit. We saw Black Box, didn't we? So they've all done well to keep it on the track at least. We're seeing quite a few invalidations though. And Death Dragon now, he will have to push it. He's got no choice. If he wants to get through, he needs to push it. What we'll see is Sector Toll, he's lucky not to invalidate there. He's saved up his... He's not actually on the lap, is he? He's saved up all his ERS over the last sector. He was using it to begin with, but he must have given it up at some point. Siege is on a lap though, however. And again, he's in the drop zone, isn't he, Siege? So he needs to find time. Theo in front by 1300ths. And he's also on a lap. And Engine now on an out lap too. Arda and German both on laps too. Who's about to cross the line? That's Lynx now crossing the line. He's going for another scrub run. German's further back. Siege, again, only slightly up. Gets a good exit through Beckett's though. Yeah, I think that was good. Might have gained some time. Yeah, it's gained 2 temps alone, that exit. It's a few seconds we were on board with him. He's gained 2 temps, and that was all from that exit and going over that grass. So that's definitely worth doing. Yeah, good exit out of Stowe as well. Siege needs to get the final couple of corners right. It could be up to 11th here, possibly even a little bit higher if he gets a final really good final sector. Let's have a look at Siege about to cross the line, and it's 9th for Siege. There we go. He said if he gains a couple of attempts, could be a lot higher for him. He's up to 9th, and I think that's Siege through now. That's a great time. Only a couple of attempts off 3rd. That's how close it is. How really close. Pushes Theo down to the drop zone. He's a 10th and a half up. And then on out lap. Chalker's retired in 10th. I think he should be okay. Tommy and Sully in the pits. Yeah, Sully should be okay. Not sure about Tommy though, because German's only 1,000 behind. He's up on his time as well. Arda also on the time as well. And then on out lap. Theo and Dylan both going for it. Next one across the line, it's going to be Theo though. He's nearly 2 temps up. That'll only put him 14th at the moment. He needs to find a bit of time around here. Try and get ahead of Tommy as well. Be good for him. And he does. And again gains time in that final sector. Must be really warming up in that final sector because the cars are getting a lot of time out of it. Theo's up to P9. He's going to be through as well. German goes up to 12th, but he's behind Chalkers, Siege and Theo. Sully's retired in 13th. He could be in danger there. Tommy's definitely in trouble in 14th. Arda's there. We've got the Williams. That's going to be Jake the Slayer just on out lap first. Then we've got Death Dragon. And he's down. His time is invalidated, but he's saved up. He's going to get one more shot at this. And that'll be it for Death Dragon. Jake the Slayer just in front. Dylan's just come out of Cops. Further in front we've got Andenge. No, he's not. He's further behind actually. He's on the Wellington straight at the moment. Just come out of sector 1 and 10th and a bit up. And then Arda, he's going to be the first one to cross the line. We've got Alpine in front, I think, or Williams, and that's just coming in the pit. So he had to back off a little bit there, Arda. He had to back off coming out of Stowe. And that might have cost him some time. A little lock up as well. Yeah, Arda he doesn't need too much time. Only needs a couple of temps. He crosses the line. And he's completely backed off, didn't he? Oh, Jake the Slayer's left the session. That's not good. He's the host. But that's luck. I doubt we'll be able to get back in, unfortunately. City Sly Guy does a 1:26.2. Lynx did a 1:26.4. We're not keeping our eyes on them because Death Dragon and Andenge are the ones we need to be watching. Arda is out, though. He is out. He didn't get a good sector 3, didn't he? He lost a lot of time. Tommy's now in danger. Dylan went up to 14th, so Sully is safe. It's all between Andenge and Death Dragon now, and Death Dragon is facing the wrong way, so it's all done for him. This is all between Andenge and Tommy, and at the moment it's looking good for Andenge, isn't it? Can't do better than that, saying Tommy. Yeah, Tommy looks like he's going to be out if Andenge crosses the line and improves. I think he will, and he does. 5th for Andenge. Great time that is. Up to P5. Death Dragon obviously had a spin on his lap. He's not going to be improving. So Max is out. Death Dragon's out. Jake the Slayer's out. I think he's out the race too because he's migrated host. So that means he's gone, and that's why we have someone else to host it, just because if that happened to me I wouldn't be able to get back in. The stream would be gone. Tommy's out in 16th. Really close between him and Dylan. Yeah, shock is Arda in 17th is out. That's a bit of a surprise. Yeah, track really heated up towards the end. 26.2 for Sly Guy. Lynx improved as well. 1:26.4 the top times. Epic the Animal did that. Epic the Animal, don't forget, he did his time on the very first lap of the session, wasn't it? So he's definitely got more time there too, because that was when the track was really cold. Really, really good time. I don't know why some of the red softs are missing, but yeah, Black Box in 7th. We know he's got more time in that. Angdenge, under the pressure, put a really good time in towards the end as well. Gerben and Sully only just getting through. But look how close it is from 4th down to the drop zone. There's 3/10 between Sam and Dylan. Less than 3/10 even. That's incredible. Yeah, Gerben and Sully really cutting it fine there, weren't they? Someone invite me back in. It won't let anyone invite people now. Jake, I don't think Jake quite understands why he hosts. It's because if that happens to the host, so say I'm hosting, and then I won't be able to get back in because people can't invite. I'll show you on the stream. Invite friends. An error has occurred. There we go. That's what happens. You can't get back in, Jake, unfortunately. That's exactly why you host and I don't host when I stream, because if I'm... yeah, I've said it plenty of times. You should get it by now. But, yeah, I'm sure we'll see a lot of cars now in Q2 flick to the mediums. And, yeah, but I wouldn't risk it. Maybe Sly Guy's got the pace through. Maybe Lynx has possibly Black Box to get through in the mediums. But if it's 50-50, you just got to go for the softs to get through, because, yeah, you want to be through. It's not going to make a huge difference, medium soft or soft medium today. It's going to be a one-stop easy either way. But Dylan is out in the medium straight away, so yeah, he usually goes for a scrub run first. So this is him saying, go for a time in the medium, see how it goes. Doesn't go very well, or it's not going to be enough. Not sure what the youth is for, but yeah.